Well, good morning, fellow patriots. The conservative patriot here. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Now, there's a lot of talk going around about a $2,000 stimulus check. I haven't heard anything from President Trump on anything about that yet, so there's rumors speculating around that he's considering putting out $2,000 stimulus checks, which I haven't heard him comment on that at all. So, my message for this, this whole thing started on X, unfortunately. I haven't heard anything from the president regarding this. So unless you hear from the president first, don't believe it. This whole thing started on X. Multiple accounts putting out about this $2,000 stimulus thing. I haven't heard the president say anything about that yet. So, till we hear it from him first, I say be careful where you get your info from. There's a lot of people out there trying to mislead people right now, on X especially. So, it's so funny. I had a couple of trolls come into my account yesterday saying that was the GOP responsible for this shutdown. No. It was Chuck Schumer who shut the government down because they didn't get what they wanted. And get this, like I said yesterday, if, for the people in the back of the room, all you trolls out there who like to think it, you know, my advice to you people is stop watching the mainstream news because they're lying to you, okay? Because Chuck Schumer and the Democrats are not getting all they want. They want to fund all this freaking stuff, these pet projects, like open borders and all that other stuff. And they want to give your taxpayer money to newcomers. Yeah, you heard that correct. The GOP had a clean deficit bill, and they're always, champion for Medicare for all. Gee, that's probably the Communist Manifesto. I don't know. We had their Rose for Radicals playbook. Might want to look into that. Because that's what we're dealing with now. So it's so funny, they're blaming us for the shutdown when we're the ones that are trying to keep the government open. We had a clean bipartisan bill to keep the government open for another several weeks so we could have more negotiations. Well, the Democrats weren't having that. So now they try to gaslight and lie to their constituents saying, oh, it's the GOP, it's Trump. No. He wants to keep the government open and keep everything funded so that way everything runs smoothly. See, Democrats are doing everything they can, anything they can to undermine this presidency. First, they tried a judicial coup, which they can't really do anything now because he has full power to do whatever he wants. To fire the bureaucracy that's been plaguing this country for decades. So we're on day 3 of the shutdown, and I'm not worried about it. So, put the blame where it belongs. It ain't us. We're the ones that are trying to keep the government open. We're the ones that are trying to work with the Democrats, and they just don't want to. Because you got the radical left wing of the party, basically telling Schumer what to do because they are all upset because he actually, sided with us for once. So, people need to stop watching MSDNC and CNN, all these freaking news outlets. Me, I don't watch any news because right now, they're already bought by 6 corporations, including number one backer, Soros. So, um, yeah, until you hear it from the president himself, there hasn't been any word about a $2,000 stimulus check going out to Americans. This rumor started on X. I don't know who started it, but it needs to stop. Unless you hear it from President Trump himself, don't believe it. What of rumors flying around there? There hasn't been any talk. I haven't seen anything about it. President Trump hasn't announced that on Truth Social or anything that I can find. Because I've been on it this morning and I didn't see him say, "Oh, we're putting out $2,000 stimulus checks." I haven't seen that. So this is always so important. You gotta when it comes to the president, don't believe it. You know? So it's so funny. They always accuse the other side of what they are doing themselves. Typical deflection, typical projection. That's the Democrat Party. Willing to hold the American people hostage so they can get what they want. Guess what, liberals? Guess what? That money's not going to go to you. It's going to go to the newcomers. You're not going to get anything. You see, you need to understand that's their new voter base, the newcomers, by the way. You're not they don't give a damn about you. They don't. That money's not going to go to you, the American people. It's going to go for them because Democrats would rather protect newcomers and criminals. That's the hill they're willing to die on right now. You know, the anti-American, godless, evil, demonic people that we're dealing with right now. Wanted to hold the country hostage because they're not getting what they want. Get over it. So, President Trump has the legal, unlimited power to get rid of as many things as he wants without delay. And there's not a damn thing they can do to stop it. There's nothing they can do. So, until we hear it from President Trump first, don't believe it. If you don't hear from the boss, don't believe it. Because there's a lot of rumors speculating about $1,000 to $2,000 stimulus checks. I haven't heard anything about that. Nobody has. So be careful who you follow. That's another thing I'm going to tell you. Because there's a lot of misinfo out there. Anyway, that's all I got for you. I hope you guys have a great Friday. We survived another week. So, yeah. Have a great day. God bless all of you. God bless the dude with the President Donald J. Trump. And God bless America. Stay the fight, Patriots. Huzzah!